good evening and welcome to episode 20.
Happy anniversary, 20. special 20th anniversary show.
Okay, so that's now an anniversary.
It's just a normal show.
Normal show with a third wheel, which is Wilma the dog. It's like a Blue Peter dog, except no one has abused it. On that note,
that's what you think.
On that note, I will now pick Wilma up and show you the viewer. I use that in its singular capacity. The anagram of the day. Clever arse, eh? Clever arse, eh? Clever arse, eh? You're not allowed to look
No,
closely.
I'm not.
Obviously, you might see the word.
I
beneath
can't
it.
see it. I'm just right.
Clever arse, clever arse, clever arse, eh?
No, haven't got it.
No idea?
No.
So I show you the camera first. So it's first total and utter abysmal failure. Any guesses?
Well, no, because I
you
still
had
haven't
one.
got it.
The answer is you're going to kick yourself.
Oh.
Racheal Reeves.
Right, okay. I didn't realise that she'd been in the news any more than usual. And in fact, she just doesn't seem to be doing anything, really.
She has been in the news, actually. Wilma.
What's that for? For being a useless chancellor?
For the mansion tax. You heard about that?
I have heard about it.
Have you heard details on it, or would you
No.
like to hear some?
Is it going to upset me?
No, your house isn't worth enough.
No, but are they basing it on one house or?
It's per house.
Okay.
Per house,
Go
and
on.
it's house. So at the moment, the bit I heard is a mansion tax is for houses over 2 million.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's like, so the description I heard was someone was saying if it was a £3 million house,
Yeah.
you would be quite likely to pay £10,000 mansion tax
Per year.
per year, every year.
I mean, one would assume that if you've got a house that's worth £3 million, you could probably afford that.
If you bought it today, yeah.
Yeah.
But what if you've lived in it for ages?
Well, it's time to downsize, perhaps.
Exactly. So now you're going to have a whole bit of the market fucked. So basically, for houses that are worth 2.5 to 3, maybe even 4, no one's going to want them.
Maybe it would
As
depend on
much.
the staggering and stages and stuff
No, it
like
doesn't.
that.
It's just if it's over 2 million, you pay this 10%.
I suppose the difficulty is people who bought their houses in the 80s in London.
Yeah, that's what I was going to come to. Or you've lived in your mum's house, been passed down to you, whatever. Normal scenario. You haven't got much money. You've got normal income. You've just got this house with a mortgage paid. So
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. All those kind of scenarios. Or you're already in it now. Let's say you've got a house, whatever. You want to sell it. This mansion tax is coming. It's now not going to be worth it. If it was worth 2.9 million, you've probably just lost 950,000.
I mean, I do think that Reeves
Not you,
is
Will. You'll be
going
all
to
right.
have an effect on housing market. Now,
Yeah,
depending on what your
that's going to
view,
fuck it because that gives it a ceiling.
depending on what your view is on
We'll want some carrot.
on the house prices
It's
being,
not. In case you're any of my family watching, it's a carrot. It's not human food.
I think a carrot is human food.
No, but I get accused of giving them too many biscuits.
Ah, right, okay.
It's a lie. It's a lie. It's an untruth.
With the changes that are happening with the renters reform, renters review, what's the word I'm looking for? Rental reform, I think it's called.
I don't know.
Anyway, I should know it because it affects me.
You are a renter. A landlord.
But a lot of landlords are also trying to get out of the market because it's just not viable.
Yeah.
It's not worth doing. There's too much pressure on
People
them
aren't
to make a
buying,
mistake.
so there's no. So
again,
that's another
it drives
issue.
the price down.
So the market's going to have a huge flop on all aspects from that because the mansions, a £2 million, actually in some areas of the country that might be a mansion. In others, it isn't.
Well, if you look at West London, for example, that's
You go near the M25, and there's probably other places in the country that I don't know about that would be the similar thing. Because Manchester, Birmingham, they're coming up in those.
well. I think they
areas.
tend to be streets. There are certain streets in those areas rather than whole areas. They tend to be a few.
No doubt.
But London,
Anywhere near anywhere a footballer lives, those areas. Anyway, the point is, there's a lot of them, and now there's going to need to be a large gap between the two, between where it becomes worthwhile as a buyer to pay more.
I mean,
So you've kind of capped a lot.
I haven't read the
And
details.
that is going to be really, sorry to interrupt you, that is going to be really class elitist. The opposite of what Labour is supposed to be for, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I'm
Wilma,
I
you don't have to
don't know
disagree
whether
with Labour
I don't know
that
whether
strongly.
they're going to look at staggering it so that
No, they're not.
They're
It's
not.
straight.
It's just
No,
one.
it's over that. It's over that.
The
Fuck
thing
off.
that I had heard was that they were going to take the collective value of any property that you own, and if you own over a certain amount, then you will pay that tax regardless. Which could,
No, that can't work. It's not a mansion tax then.
no,
So this is a specific tax on houses over a certain amount of money
right.
to be a mansion. You could have a collection of 50 quid houses that eventually go over 2 million, and that'd be unfair because you just would own a part of Birmingham. You know, or wherever it is, Newcastle, the whole of Newcastle is probably 50 quid.
Newcastle, I think, is okay. Birmingham, I think
That's what a load of shit is. I've been there, I wouldn't go again.
they had £10 houses, I think, or pound houses in
Right.
in Liverpool some years ago.
Oh, well, shh. There is not a burglar. Right, why don't you sit on my lap? Come on.
It's the glass back dog.
Yeah, so anyway, the Bank of England boss has warned it's incoherent as a concept from his mansion.
Yes, well, he would do.
So he's probably anti it.
I mean, the one thing that does strike me is that most of these MPs have got expensive houses, and a lot of the things that they're doing, you know, like the renters.
Most of their
reform.
houses, for example,
Yeah. Renters'
they're
rights,
expensive.
Yeah.
They get paid by the constituency in some way.
Well, while they're in power, they do.
Yeah, and also, do you know, they make lots of money. It's not the
Yeah,
same.
I know.
They usually come from money. None of them really come from the council background, they pretend. I mean, they're all rich, and they're all on 50 grand a year, whatever it is to be an MP. So that doesn't add up straight away.
Yeah.
It's a fixed income to be an MP. It's
But
not high.
you get a lot of sweeteners and a lot of yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It's dirty money. You know, it's just like any other mob cartel aspect.
Well, I am watching this budget. Well, I will be when it comes. I'm going to be following it with great interest.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
a little bit scared about what might happen, to be honest.
But on this one, the cash poor will be forced to sell their houses, won't they?
Yeah.
They'll live there. But who's going to buy them?
Well, they might have to drop it below the 2 million.
Well,
mark,
yeah.
I
So
suppose.
the last one out, turn the lights. Actually, no, don't worry about it. Someone else will pay for it. Basically, is the gist
And
of
the
it.
question is also who decides the value.
It's going to be the estate agents. There's going to be, there's going to be ways around it. Like I don't know if
Yeah.
it was me, I would suddenly want to buy the house for 1.8 million
Yeah.
and give another $1 million for the garage.
Yes.
You know,
But it's not if it's not based on sales of the house, then
I don't know. I mean, the
I'll
tax
be
band is based on this fictional estate agents.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a highly qualified profession being an estate agent.
No.
But if you're going to pay 10 grand a month on what some dickhead estate agent says in a suit from Matalan that doesn't quite fit, you're going to be pissed off if it doesn't go in your favour, aren't
yeah,
you? You know.
I would have said so.
So there's some backhanders going on there, even more so than the MPs are getting, we suspect. So
What
here we
else
go.
have you found in the news today?
Oh, I've got something here to read to. This is a thing, right? This is just a joke.
Right.
I got into an embarrassing situation at a swingers party the other week.
Right.
I snuck up behind an elderly lady, started fucking her from behind, and looked up suddenly and realised the guy at the other end of the spit roast getting a blowjob was my dad. I said, after a long time in that marriage, I can't believe you're being unfaithful to my mum. He
No,
said,
I'm
I'm not.
I saw that one coming,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Well, the dog wants, if the dog's barking, it means it wants to abuse me.
I think we're going to run out of carrots.
We are. Yeah. A convicted sex offender and illegal immigrant, Hadus Kibatu, has been wandering unchallenged around East London in prison closing after being released by mistake.
I know.
prison. Did you
And
hear
I've
about
got. I know all about that. and
He
I've got
tried
some-
to go back. Five
Yes,
times
yeah.
he tried to get the
And they
thing
wouldn't
back
let
in.
him back.
Don't let him back in.
I've got-
So everyone's going, it's his fault.
I've got a funny addition to that story.
So, yeah. Well, this sums up what's going on in this country, really, doesn't it?
chaos and
Yeah.
ineptitude.
We've done this to ourselves and it's come home to roost.
So,
Eric Blair says, before you add your bit in,
Yeah.
it's truly ridiculous. This is coming from the same authorities that want us to trust them with our most sensitive of data on a digital ID
yeah,
card.
exactly.
They can't even get the right person out.
Yeah, and they won't let him back in when he says
Well,
they
let him
made
back
a
in,
mistake.
and now some other innocent bloke is in there going, fucking hell, this is my day out.
I'm assuming that this guy didn't really get into much trouble when they picked him up again because he didn't do anything
He hasn't
wrong.
been picked up yet.
No, he's found.
Oh, they found him.
Yeah, they found him, and he's
He was walking around with a bag with avocados on
he
it.
changed his clothes. He'd had some help from people, but interestingly, I thought I saw him in Aldershot, and I phoned the police and said, "I think I might have found your."
Had you?
No, I hadn't, as it turned out.
A busybody.
But no, I was by Tesco. Other supermarkets
Are there
as well, but not there. It was Tesco, and I was convinced. Well, no, I wasn't convinced. His face shape was exactly as per the pictures, and I've been looking at it, and I was quite curious about it. And it wouldn't have been that ridiculous for him to be in Aldershot. There's an asylum hotel which is about a 10-minute walk from the direction
He's not
he was going.
in asylum anymore because he was in prison. So he's now homeless.
But
you can claim asylum.
But no.
When you're actually in prison.
But what if other people?
Because being an asylum seeker, all you actually have to do is walk up there and give a different name.
Yeah.
There's no check on that.
No.
Are you already in prison? No, mate.
But actually,
they let me out by accident.
But,
you would just say, no, I just got off the boat.
In my head, I was thinking maybe he's got friends in there, friends that came over with him or something like that.
Because he was an asylum seeker.
Yeah. But it wasn't him, and he was found in North London about a day after.
With the avocado bag.
He was in different clothes from the prison joggers.
But had anyone given him a job? Probably not.
So I've seen some news today, which is regarding a Reform MP. I just need to find it now, and her name is, I might pronounce this wrong, Sarah Potion. Now, her quote was, "It drives me mad when I see adverts full of black people, full of Asian people, full of people that are basically anything other than white." As you might imagine, the internet is quite divided on this particular comment.
It's not. If you read it exactly as it is,
that was the direct quote. Now, Starmer is, of course, as you might imagine, wanting to divert any attention from his own failings and is saying
fed up with getting called a wanker.
She is completely racist. What is total racist? And there's a lot of that, and there are a lot of people saying that she is quite racist, and she is a Reform MP, so that she might be. I don't know. However, I was quite interested by Farage's.
To laugh in the fact that this episode is going to be largely shadowed by Wilma's crunching of carrots.
Have you given her all the carrots now?
The carrots are now gone.
But I think that could be a mistake.
Yeah, it might be a problem.
But Farage has turned around and said that
because she's his MP.
Yes, yeah. He said that what she said was wrong wording. That actually, it was a silly thing to say. She could have chosen better wording than that. But actually, she wasn't being racist, and that if he thought she was being racist, he would do something about it. I must admit, I'm kind of...
This is an observation.
Yeah, it was badly worded, but the fact is that the figure that she's going was that 50% of adverts, and I may have got this figure wrong, but apparently 50% of adverts in the UK last year featured black. I don't know if it's blacks and Asian,
or whatever different person.
So,
which doesn't matter.
No,
one way or the other.
Fine. I don't care.
It doesn't make you buy a toothbrush more or less. Who's in the advert?
No, but actually,
I don't brush my teeth much anyway.
There was somebody else. There's I'm trying to find out who she was. There's somebody called Adjoa Andoa. I don't know exactly who that is, but she had no issue complaining that the royal family was terribly white, which it is pretty white. But she didn't have any issue with somebody from an ethnic background saying, "Oh, that area's white," and
all this stuff is like quite out of proportion these days, isn't it?
I think so.
I think from all the places I've heard about and seen, Britain is the least racist one at all.
It seems that other countries do have much bigger.
Other countries have real problems.
Yeah. And all this kind of thing, it just feeds into the left versus right situation.
People just grab it.
Yeah.
The problem is the more people do that, pointing at him, like that sort of stuff, is the more finicky, hair splitty it gets.
Yeah.
And then the lines of what is or isn't racist become so like watery.
Basil the Great.
I don't know if that's like the best way to put that.
Basil-
I don't think this is a racist country at all.
No, and I'm inclined to think that wasn't necessarily a racist comment.
no
It was
more
just a
carrot
badly
left.
worded comment.
Yeah, there's no more
That's-
carrot left.
Something called Basil the Great on X. Don't know who it is actually, but anyway, he says Keir Starmer says Sarah Potion's shocking racism will tear this country apart. No, Keir. What is tearing this country apart is the millions of fighting age males and barbaric cultures being imported into our once lovely homeland.
What's pulling this country apart is the fact actually that it's been broke for a long time.
Yeah.
And not only broke in its setup, I mean broke financially ruined for years and have been hiding it from itself. And we're just robbing Peter to pay Paul. We've been doing that for years, but we've run out of companies, we've run out of subsidiaries, run out of government bodies. Now we're robbing actual Peter and actual Paul the people, and the people have had enough.
I think
and it's not fixable unless they start having manufacturing in this country and don't import everything.
But I mean, we're so low on resources in this country now because we mined it all over the years.
So we can open it. But even if we imported the resources and made the item, that'd be something.
Yeah.
I mean, all the money's gone out and out and out for 25 years since the end of the Cold War. Well, I think we just got duped, but that's my conspiracy theory. Which I like having. Everyone has one. You should have one.
You've usually got several.
I've got loads.
I don't think you've got one at
I've
all.
got loads, yeah.
What else have you got for us today?
So after that, the digital ID is still a thing for me, right? So the update was digital ID will not just save us money, it will make us safer on places like. Hang on, is that where it starts? No. Sorry, I should have read my notes properly. Right, so the statement from Starmer on X I read today was digital ID will not just save us money, it will make us safer on places like X. Digital ID will be eventually used to verify who you are on social media platforms, allowing us to crack down on those who post hate speech. This is about safety, not surveillance. Now, I'm pretty sure
that sounds like surveillance to me.
But it is surveillance, but also we don't need it for that. People are already going to jail for writing something on Twitter or Facebook. Weirdly, not on Instagram.
They don't really say a lot on Instagram, do they?
There's millions of really racist posts on Instagram. Really massive, insane. But that doesn't seem to matter.
Right.
If some bloke says something clumsily worded,
they're
going down for 2 years. You know, I don't know what that bloke had actually said, or want to get involved in that because I'm not an anythingist person.
No,
I'm an observer.
Right.
I don't feel one way about anything except for my house. So the backlash is coming on this, right? Even Labour MPs are panicking about it. Number 10 is holding private Zoom calls, trying to win them all round to Starmer's digital ID plan. It's basically no one's on board at all except for him.
Right.
It's being forced through in a dictatorship type of way and everyone's pissed off. It's backfiring spectacularly. MPs are fuming, calling it a reverse Midas touch. Why? Because Britain doesn't want it. 2/3 of voters reject digital ID. Nearly 3 million have signed petitions against it. It was never in Labour's manifesto. It's not policy, it's globalist coercion dressed as convenience. Starmer says it will make life easier. Translation, comply or pay £85 every time you need to prove who you are, which you shouldn't ever actually have to do while you stay in your own country.
Right.
I don't think. I've never had to yet. I would go in a nightclub. I didn't have to prove who I was. I had to prove I was 18 when I was 16. No, I wasn't allowed in anyway.
I'd imagine you probably had some ID that said you were 18.
I had some fake ones. Just like these immigrants will have with these digital IDs.
When I was 15, I think, I went on this school holiday. I was leaving school, and it was one of these going abroad holidays. And back then, they gave you a passport, which was basically on this sort of green blotting paper.
Oh, I know those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the week-long ones you can get temporary.
Right. So anyway, I decided when I was 16, and I still had this passport and had no further use for it, to use those old-fashioned ink erasers to kind of rub away at this blotting paper and change the 2 to a 0 on my date of birth. Now, whether it actually would have worked or not, I looked quite old for 16.
Did you go to the shop with it and try and buy anything?
I had it with me just in case I was asked. But actually, the reality was that I was never ID tested when I was 16. And I was buying drinks and I mean,
Yeah, I can't remember what was happening to me, but I got in everywhere I was trying to go. Oh no, I didn't. I got thrown out of some places, but I had long hair, and back then that wasn't.
no,
okay.
normally you got into the places and then did something to get thrown out.
That happened a lot.
That happened more
a
than
lot.
you not getting in the first place.
That's
The only
true.
time that you didn't get in the first place is when you went back to those places a week later and they recognised you.
That happened a
It
lot
was
too.
nothing to do with your age. You were 35.
That's true. But I had long hair like back when I was 16 or whatever.
I'm just remembering the beer tap.
It wasn't.
at
You weren't
Oscars.
allowed to have long hair back then, so they wouldn't want to let you into a nightclub.
They probably thought you were a trans person or something
They
like
didn't
that.
exist back then. You was like unruly. Okay, oh, you got long hair. You must be a bad guy. No, I was fine, cool, calm.
Yeah, I still remember the beer tap at Oscars when you
Oh,
just
that happened.
you got bored waiting, so
I
you
did.
just turned the tap on to teach them a lesson.
Yeah, it took a long time before anyone came up to it.
Yeah.
I got bored of waiting for them to come up to it, so I went to another bar. Well, I got a pint quite quick. Then some bouncers got hold of me at that point,
Right.
and they said
Another bar within the same building.
in the same building,
Right. Okay.
Because in this
yeah.
nightclub they're like 3 or 4 of them, so I went over there
Yeah.
to get one. I'm drinking this pint, quite minding my own business at this point.
Yeah.
Big bouncer comes to me. He go, "Do you want to come with us?" And I was like, "Not really." But I didn't expecting that. But the manager wants to see you.
The interesting thing is, I wonder whether anyone actually seen you do it.
Well, I'll tell you the rest of the story.
What's more likely, I would think, is that you were telling everyone that you'd done it.
It's
and
in that
somebody-
nightclub. No one could hear you.
Right.
The music's on. So anyway, they remember a beer. These bouncers come up to me and they said, the manager wants to see it. Obviously, I'd been expecting this because I knew what I had done. You know, I couldn't believe it took so long for no one to turn this beer tap off. They just left it come. It was Foster's.
Yeah.
Back in the days when people drank that. So anyway, there I am, bouncer coming after I've got my pint. The manageress comes up to me, and she says, "What do you pay for 72 pints of Foster's?" I said, "Why?" He says, "Well, because you turned the tap on and left it, so it emptied an entire barrel on the floor."
Right.
And I said, "Look, I agree that there's some responsibility that's mine. I'll pay for the first 4 pints, but after that, that's your problem. Your staff didn't turn it off. Do you know what I mean? I'm not paying for idiocy."
But what gets me is if they know that you turned it on, why didn't they then turn it off?
That's my point. So I said, I'm happy for paying 4 to 6 pints.
Yeah.
After that, fuck you. You should have turned it off.
Right.
Idiocy is your fault. Anyway, it took another turn from there. She said, "What's your name?" I said, "Jonathan Wood."
Yeah.
And she went, "Well, Jonathan Wood,
I
you're
know.
on a court order ban for life from here anyway." I said, "I know." And on top of that, I came in wearing trainers. So you shouldn't have let me in at all.
Did they make you pay for anything?
No,
They just threw
because
you out. that was
legally
that.
they're not
you
allowed
weren't
to let me
allowed
in. It was on a court order.
Right. Dare I ask why you had a lifetime ban from there anyway? Is that
Something happened time ago from that. But it was nearly 20 years ago. I was about 18 when that thing happened. It was about 10 or 15 years later that this ban was still in effect.
Right. Okay.
So it was enough, wasn't it?
I've been on the Viz Top Tips again.
Have you?
Hate trick or treaters. Keep an audio clip saying now then, and play it through the Ring doorbell.
I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Jimmy Savile.
Oh, okay.
Now then.
Sorry, I was trying to find my place for the next thing. I wasn't paying attention to what you said.
Well, that joke went down really well.
Right. Well, here you go. I found something out, right?
Right.
Italy has banned gay and lesbian couples from being parents.
Really?
Yeah. Surrogacy. Right. So there's some good and bad news there. The good news is I personally am looking forward to a young, attractive lesbian couple adopting me.
Yeah.
I can live in hope.
Is this actually a true thing? Are they?
But no one's going to adopt me, but that is a true fact.
Right, okay.
There's a lot of things going on in
Right.
some of these other countries. I can't remember which country it is, but another country's banned the burqa. You know, straight flat.
Probably Hungary or somewhere like
No,
that.
it's like Italy or Portugal.
Okay.
But I can't remember enough to say strongly which one it is.
Okay.
I mean, you know, it might be Italy because there's a lot happening, and Italy's decided to just go no to everything.
Yeah.
It's taking like a Japanese. So it's not picking on people that wear burqa.
I don't think Germany's really far behind.
It's
with
just
it.
saying, do you know what? We want, like Japan. You can't, if you go to Japan, basically, if you want to live in Japan, you just have to be Japanese.
Right.
You know, not being racist, won't let anyone else live there.
Right. Okay.
And Italy seems to be doing.
Those sorts of things. I know Europe. You know, everyone always talks about the UK's fucked, but
Europe's
actually
fucked.
Europe
The
is
whole of Europe is fucked.
Yeah.
Some worse, some more, but Europe is dead. Europe's got nothing to offer for itself. It's basically all these countries been selling stuff it's been buying from China, but pretending it hasn't. We've got no real minerals. We've got no oil and gas. We pretend we have, but basically all of them buy it from Russia. So we're 100% dependent on Russia, China, or the Middle East.
right.
And there's nothing else. And we're all trying to pretend that's not the case. But all the money's been going out for 2 decades or more from this country, week in, week out.
Yeah.
And there's nothing left. We're bankrupt. All of us. So we're now done.
As soon as you end up with somebody does a cyber attack on a Jaguar, then that really, or Land Rover, it really does screw it, doesn't it?
Well, it's just shown how weak the whole scenario is.
More of his top tips. Hammer it home to elderly relatives that you really just want them to die by simply buying them a box of York fruits for Christmas and saying, I can't stop long, when you drop it off to them in August.
So I was doing something else again. I was trying to turn it off, it didn't flash. But you can't keep repeating it because other people, viewers would have watched it.
I'm not repeating it. I don't think either of those jokes were particularly funny the first time. Certainly they don't
We'll see if anyone sends us a message.
They don't feel very funny now, I have to say.
Well, after I didn't listen to them at all.
Yeah. Right.
Here,
Right.
challenge time.
Shall I listen or shall I just do something
This
else?
isn't going to work if you don't listen. This is the place name challenge.
Right, okay.
The place name in England challenge. Now, I like the anagram. I'm fairly confident of a failure this week on your part.
Right, okay.
Okay. Right, place number 1. Right, if anyone else is the first time, I've got 3 place names from England, only one of which is real. Stuart has to guess which one of the 3 is real. The worst problem is I have no poker face, which I think isn't helping me win these challenges.
I mean, they're all going to sound quite funny, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I'm right. Go for it. Just go for it.
Just try and get the giggles out of the way.
Right.
First place, fingering hoe.
Spell how?
Fingering.
And then hole or hoe?
Hoe. H-O-E.
Okay.
Right. Second place, minge hair close.
3 words or 2 words?
3 words.
Okay.
Right. Third place, skid mark row. 2 words.
Right. Okay. I think that all of those could be actual names, to be honest. But I'm going with the first one as the real one.
Prick.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Right.
I nearly said a word, what I would normally say happily, but I'm trying to make it...
3 out of 3, that is.
Yeah. Damn it. I
Yeah.
thought I was going to be safe with fingering hoe.
No, I think I might have heard of it. So a man that we discussed earlier on, probably about week 8, we were doing impressions of him, is back in the news again. Mr. Greg Wallace.
Yes.
He has
Greg Wallace.
He has a new career.
Greg Wallace, what's it doing?
So he...
Is it... Greg will fix it.
Not quite. Well, almost, sort of. So, I don't know all the details about it. I was sent this by a friend earlier today, and it got me thinking about it. So, there's a picture of him sat in a vest, looking quite old.
Relatable.
And on his Instagram, it says, "You can have a one-to-one meeting with me around your own wellness goals for £40.
I don't think many people will want that.
So
they all know what's going to happen is he's going to flop his todger out of them.
I mean,
Maybe some people want that.
Right.
What he's actually doing is selling covert sexual services.
So I've been
Quite cleverly.
thinking about this. £40
And for a relative cost.
£40 doesn't sound like a lot of money. If it's a one-to-one thing,
It's clearly
does
being an escort.
how does he make that work? And
Viagra, I think it is.
No, so I'm reckoning that basically this is video messages. You send him £40.
All right. So
He'll
he's making his own OnlyFans.
sort of,
Because
but
he's obviously going to have nothing on.
wellness goals.
He's had his cock out at times when he definitely shouldn't have with loads of people around. So the chances of him having his cock in on a private video call is nearly none. It is none.
Well,
He's definitely
I mean,
what you're going to be doing is talking to Greg Wallace's dick.
1-to-1 meeting. So it does sound like a live thing.
Yeah. So if you actually go face to face, you are definitely going expecting sex.
But
or to see his dick.
But actually, you would also think.
I would imagine.
You would also think that somebody who is prepared to spend £40 on him.
They're going to want to see his dick.
Is wanting.
Yeah.
And a lot of people.
I think he's tapping into a market. That's why I think it's sexual services escorting.
Under
very clever guys. Wellness. It is wellness because you need relax, calm.
A lot of people
Should
don't.
he be successful in his endeavours?
A lot of people don't think he was treated fairly, and don't believe necessarily.
Were they people that saw his dick?
I mean, I don't know how many people actually saw his dick.
People that have seen my dick don't feel like they were treated fairly.
They're worried about their eyesight.
And the whole thing was traumatic.
But yeah, I'm curious about that. I'm wondering what would happen if I sent him £40. What I would actually get. I might even do it.
Might be back to episode 1, where you give them 40 quid and they wank onto a biscuit for you.
That could be. I don't want Greg Wallace to wank onto a biscuit for me.
I don't either.
No.
I don't really eat biscuits. And one with his cum on it seems significantly worse than one without.
But anyway, I
would like to make a cheesecake.
I might investigate this further. I'm quite curious about this new direction. As I say, £40 doesn't sound like a lot of money if you're doing a half-hour wellness thing, and you're. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is half an hour and he's on.
I don't know.
I might do a little bit of digging on this.
Why don't you go for one of these calls and then we can review it?
Maybe we could.
In the sake of journalism, which this is not.
I'm curious. I am curious.
Find out. Get on his Greg Wallace, send us some information on your.
Yeah, let us know more about your wellness thing.
Yeah, some pictures.
I want to see his pictures.
A breakdown. So here we go. Right? Have you heard about Elon Musk's Neuralink?
No, I haven't.
Do you know what it is?
No, because
it's basically. That's funny. Basically, it's a microchip, effectively some sort of microchip, right, that goes into your head,
right,
allowing people who've had like illnesses or maybe a crash where something's gone wrong to be able to communicate again. I can't remember what illness is. Have I got that?
Right, this is really strange.
Oh, so this was. So here we go. So the example here: Neuralink's first patient in the UK, Paul, who is paralysed by motor neuron disease, has received a brain implant. Right, just hours after his surgery, he was able to control a computer with his thoughts and is now using it to play games and regain independence. Red Blue, some guy on Twitter, has said billions of dollars spent, and the first thing he does is play a computer game.
Well, yeah.
Ed Clark has replied to that, saying, "What should he have done then? Jack off?" And I'll be honest, it was always going to be one of those two things, wasn't it?
You would imagine so.
I think it was quite calm and at least he waited for everyone to leave for him to wank.
So I hadn't heard about that at all. I hadn't heard about it, but it's very, very interesting because in the most recent series of Black Mirror, I think it was the first episode, the story was basically that somebody ended up having some brain injury or aneurysm or something like that, and they planted. They managed to take photos of her brain and put that back.
Yeah,
it's
coming.
It was
as is Greg Wallace.
It was a brilliant episode, actually. It was a good series, that last series of Black Mirror.
Well, they're about other things like that. I can't remember them enough to talk about them now.
Preparation is key.
I'm not remembering things well today as it is.
You need one of those Neuralinks.
I need to lie down.
Are you going to play games though, I hope?
No, I'm not. Straight to B.
Oh dear.
Right. Have you heard about the Dartmoor Predator? It's come up once again.
Come up what?
There's always think there's a wolf or something.
I thought it was a joke, sorry.
Oh no, it wasn't. No. So the Dartmoor Predators are out. A mysterious predator stalking village around Dartmoor. He has been unmasked as nothing more than a fat cat.
Right, okay, no, I hadn't heard about that.
Okay. Well, it's just like everyone else, unlucky enough to be going through the midlife spread, really. Now, here's a review. Have you got any other things?
No, carry on. I'm done. I'm out.
Here's a review. Right. It says, does Chewbacca from Star Wars, this is a genuine question, does Chewbacca from Star Wars have a human dick, or does he have one of those red rocket things like dogs have?
I would have thought he had a human dick.
This guy's going, I wonder what your readers might think, because I read it on Facebook, I say. As George Lucas won't respond to his emails. Then I found a thing, right? This is a review of a thing. A toy air cannon. Do you know what an toy air cannon is?
No.
It looks a bit like a bucket, right? With a handle.
Yeah.
And like a bit of elastic at the back.
Yeah.
So it's a bucket with no bottom.
Yeah.
The Eliza. And you go like this. And then we can have one here, like a tunk like that. And it would shoot like a bucket's worth of air at you, harmlessly.
Okay.
But you would know it happened.
Okay.
It's not going to knock you over.
Almost like G-force.
Yeah, make it go like that. And you
okay.
could harmlessly do that to the time, right? So there's a review of one of those.
Why on earth would you buy one?
Well, I can answer that.
Right.
Someone has gone, questions put onto this. Right. Can I fart in it and shoot it at my wife across the room?
I mean, that's a good
answer to that is, I can confirm this. I received one of these as a Christmas gift while deployed as obviously squatty.
Right.
Naturally, it only took a few minutes for two of my soldiers to attempt firing a fart through it. The key is to have the gunner cock and hold the weapon while the loader does his fart. It took nearly 2 full seconds for the blast to go across the tent, resulting in the major suddenly flailing his arms and saying, "Oh God, I got it in my mouth." It's quite good, that, isn't it?
Has that made you want to buy one?
Yes. I nearly bought one.
On the stretch.
Try that with you tonight on the slide.
I don't think either of us need to worry about that. I think they travel quite
Your
well.
Your farts have been ranked tonight.
Yeah.
I would have lost.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already walked through some earlier. Have you heard about this, right? There's a guy from Wales, and he's going to have his prison sentence lengthened, or is likely to.
Right.
Because when he was given his sentence by the judge, he called the judge an absolute helmet.
Right.
So you're going to, obviously...
It's a bit stupid, isn't it, doing
Pretty
that?
stupid.
But then, I mean, I think we know 1 or 2 people that might do that if they were actually...
I know some that have done similarly stupid things.
Yeah.
I know a guy that was going on a holiday, a lad's holiday, he got on the conveyor and tried to put himself through the x-ray machine.
Not allowed to fly after
No,
that,
he
I'm
went
guessing.
home. Everyone else went on holiday.
Is this alcohol causing the problem, do you think, before the flight?
It could have been anything with that
mental?
guy.
Yeah.
It's just like a lad. Good one to have, really. Because fun things occur. Not good to take through customs.
No.
With the x-ray machines.
Yeah.
And possibly a fetish.
Like the guy with the stick and the
Rocking
horse, the rocking horse
Yeah,
thing.
except more transportable than that.
Unwise and illegal.
5 parrots in a UK zoo have had to be separated after they began swearing at visitors and laughing together.
5
Parrots.
Right. Okay.
Fuck off. I think that's probably me. How long have you been doing this for
About
now?
half hour. A bit over, actually.
I've got some other things, but I don't think they're quite funny, but they're...
Unwise.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, this one would get some people wincing and laughing. Right, you can have sex with one real person from all of human history. Who is your ultimate lay? Now, this guy has replied. He's gone, I'd like to have sex one more time with my wife, who passed away from cancer 9 years ago. My body yearns for hers. The ultimate downside to finding the one is she may die young and leave you wanting. Now, that's really sad.
Yeah.
And really nice and touching.
Mm.
It wasn't the only comment.
No.
Somebody else has commented under it and goes, he's gone, this guy's dead wife.
I hope that they mean when she was alive.
I don't know if the other man did. I don't think he was too worried.
Anything
He just wanted to ruin that beautifully romantic statement.
And succeeded.
He succeeded, yeah.
But there are lots of laugh emojis underneath that comment, is the question.
I was laughing too much to get that far.
Right, are we out for today?
I think that's it. Well, mate, you've participated well by barking, eating stuff, and generally then just being cute. Thank you for watching. If you did,
Doubtful.
please now fuck off. Do you think the buttons work?
Doubtful. Let me have a look. Oh God, I nearly kicked the water over there.
Yeah, we've got it on the floor. Is it
no,
on?
it's still recording. As usual.
Well,
Right.
mate, you're there now.